What to expect when you click the button to request tender documents. So in your email alerts or on your dashboard, there's a little button you can press to get a copy of the tender documents. Once you press that, you'll receive a link direct to your email. You click that link and you can download the tender documents and save them locally. These documents will be varying every single time, but there's some typical things that you can expect to receive. You can expect to receive a specification document. The specification is exactly what it sounds like. It'll give you the details of the contract, what's expected, how you can deliver, where you need to deliver, what you need to deliver, and that's really the guidance of what the buying organization is looking for. Other things can include an SQ, a supplier questionnaire. The supplier questionnaire is a general questionnaire about your business. What's your company name? Where are you registered? What's your registration number? Any certifications, accreditations, memberships? It'll ask you about your levels of insurance. If you haven't got the level of insurance they ask for, they usually just say, are you happy to upgrade this to the required amount if you are successful in awarding the contract? So no need to worry there. It'll ask you for things such as your company accounts. And then there'll be a series of tick box questions. This document can sometimes be a little intimidating, but actually, once you get going, you can whip through it in maybe half an hour in some cases. It's things like, have you ever been convicted of criminal activities? Does your company owe HMRC any money? It's typically a no, or a yes. Read the question and see which way it's asking you to do it. Don't just take my guidance. The other things you'll be asked are typically, there'll be a response document. The response document will be where you're asked to provide your response to the quality questions. Things like, how will you deliver the contract? How will you manage health and safety? How will you effectively staff the contract? There could be a whole range of questions in there that will vary each time, but that's a real key one to focus on. You'll typically have a contract. This is the terms and conditions that you're expected to sign if you're successful in being awarded the contract. These usually don't have much room for movement. It's typically standard contracts for a service or a product that the government will put out. They're usually pretty fair. I've never seen anything particularly awkward in there. They're fairly standard. Other things that you might be asked to complete will be things such as a certificate of anti-collusion, which is just to say you've not tried to chat anyone up about the contract before it's been released, or you've not taken anyone for lunch who's involved in the procurement process. You literally pop a signature on the bottom. There may be things like a commitment to quality and diversity, which is just ensuring that you are abiding by the same ethical standards that the procuring organisation would expect. And again, usually it's typically a signature, but you might be asked to provide something such as an equality and diversity policy. Something else you'll be asked to complete typically is a bona fide tender certification. That's basically to say, this is a document that we have completed. Everything in here is true and accurate to the best of our belief, and you're submitting it with confidence. The other things you can expect to receive are a pricing document. So that might be a spreadsheet, it might be a Word document, but it'll give you details of what they expect you to price, and it'll be a set format of how they expect you to respond to it. Another document you can expect to receive is tender instructions. The tender instructions will provide an overview of what they expect in terms of, here's the tender deadlines, this is a brief overview of the service, this is how you upload the document, this is how you ask clarification questions. It's important to understand and to read it, but I think the main ones to get your teeth into straight away are probably have a look at the deadlines on there, have a look at the overview of what you need to deliver, and then you can start to make some decisions about, is it for me, isn't it for me, before you start digging into the depths of all of the documents and really getting stuck into it. So that's all of the tender documents you can typically expect to receive. There will be other things which vary from contract to contract, but the core documents will be those. So it may look daunting when you look at it, but actually, once you know what they all are, you can navigate it quite easily. And if you've got any questions or any concerns, feel free to reach out to our team in the live chat, drop us an email, give us a call. We're always happy to help.